and I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Just a second, I'm closing this. And we will be using, right? Anyway, this remote desktop we won't be using for the interfaces. I'm using a different system, different SAP system. Okay. I'm just closing this. Right. Where is our Excel sheet? Excel tracker. Day 37. Yesterday was day 37, right? So today is day. Okay. Okay. Shiva was asking. Okay. Okay. No problem. Fine. So day 38. Okay. So what is the concept that we are planning to discuss? Interfaces. Okay. So first of all, what is meant by an interface? So any SAP system which is connected to another third-party system, if it is connected, then it is known as an interface. A simple definition and a simple way to understand. Let's say this is your SAP central SAP system, okay, right? And there is one more system here, right? And there is one more system here as well. And your this is SAP as for HANA central system, okay. Now this is, let's say, a MES system. What is MES system? Manufacturing execution system, which is a shop floor, to be precise, right? To put it in a simple terms, it is a shop floor system where the actual production of a finished good is taking place, and this is at the shop floor. This is at the central, let's say, head office kind of thing. And what is this? There is one more system, okay, here. This is for the pushing of master data or any additional general data into SAP. Okay, I will come into this later, but just try to understand that this SAP central system is connected with this MES system. How? Let me put some shapes here. Okay, where is this arrow mark? Right, this one. Okay, so this is connected to this system and vice versa, right? If it is connected to that, obviously that will be connected incoming and outgoing, correct? Why? What is the reason? Likewise. So if your SAP is connected to a third party system and as a outgoing, right? As a outgoing, you are sending, let's say, the details of the production order, you are sending the bill of materials, you are sending the material master, you are sending the planned orders, you are sending routings. See all the details, Let's say there is a requirement from the client saying that I need to send each and every detail to the each and every transactional data and master data to the third party system, okay, which is that MES system, or else there might be only production order and planned order you might be need to send for the sake of covering all the topics, right? So I have entered all the things we are planning. The requirement is to send to the MES system. So in that case, what is the terminology we will use to speak with a client or to speak with any other team members or other folks? So the terminology we need to use is this is the outbound. Okay, what is the outbound? Outbound means whatever the details you are sending from SAP to the third party system. So that details, that way of movement from SAP to the third party system outgoing, right? So that is known as outbound. In the same way, what is the inbound? What are the details you might receive from the third party system? Since you are sending the production order, right? Obviously, what will be returning? What will be returning? Correct. Order confirmations, goods receipts, goods issues. Correct. Let's consider these three things. Probably there might be other things also, right? So let's consider these are all the data that we are receiving. And what is that in terms of SAP? That is known as inbound. Okay, inbound. So in an interface, you will have definitely an outbound and obviously an inbound. There might be cases where there won't be an inbound, just you are sending and that's it. You are sending the details of bill of material. Is that anything we are returning? We are taking in return from the bill of materials? No, right? We are just sending the details. We are just sending the material master. We are just sending the routings. That's it. But whereas if you are sending the production order or a process order, obviously we will be expecting the order confirmation and goods receipts for that production order or a process order and goods issues at the time of confirmation. That is there. Okay. Now, how this can be connected? We just we understand that okay, like this it will be connected. And what is the architecture or the settings that we need to do in the system in order to connect the two systems, right? Before understanding that, so for each and every message type, sorry, for each and every data, transactional data or it can be a master data in SAP, in the standard SAP, they had already provided the message types. Okay, and idocs. What are those? Let us say for the production orders. I'll list it down. I'll list it down here, and after that I'll write planned orders. What next? Bill of material. Next, material master. Correct. Next, routings. Okay. So let's consider from the PP point of view. These are the data that we are trying to send. Okay. For work center and all, we don't have the standard idocs that we need to develop. That we will come later. But let's first understand that what are the standard available functionalities provided by SAP. So for each and every set of this data, in SAP we will be using the concept known as message type and basic type. Okay. So what is meant by message type now? See, for production orders, the message type, the standard message type is live flow. For planned orders, it is live flow. PRO is production, PLO is for plant. Simple, right? BOM, bill of material, it is BOM mat. Material master, it is mat mass. Routings, it is LOI. I think even if I will check in the system, that is not a problem. We will check in the system. Even I forgot what is the message type for routing. Nothing to worry. We will check in the system. Right. So what is this message types and all? So SAP has already assumed that or predicted that this kind of requirements will be coming for the business I mean for the organizations, and that is the reason they had came up with this basic set of message types. And you might get it out. What is that is there in the message type? Okay. So in the message types, right? So you have segments and fields. What is meant by segments and fields? Okay. See, our main aim is to send the details of the production order. Simple, right? How to send? We will be capturing the details of the production order. From which tables? By this time you might be knowing. From which tables you will capture? AFKO, AUFK, AFPO, AFVC. All these are the tables, production order tables, right? Production order or process order, whichever it is. So these are the tables, correct? Process order tables. So we need to capture the information or pick the data from these relevant tables and send it to the third party, right? So how to do that? So there comes the concept of idoc. Okay, idocs. What is meant by idoc? Intermediate document. Okay, the full form of idoc is intermediate documents. What is this? Idoc means, so for each and every message type, you will have a structure that is known as idoc. What is the how it is? Let's say there is a production order. What is a production order? 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9. This is a production order number. Okay, production order. For which plant? Plant is 1710. Now, what are the details of the production order? Offner is what? 124859. Next, works is what? 1710. Next, AU ART is what? PP01. Right? Next, what else? Uh, we have those details, right? Like GSTRP is today's date, basic start date 0505 2022. Next, GLTRP, basic finish date 0905 2022, right? And all other details. So let's say there are much more details, definitely, right? So whatever we remembered, we have just entered. Now, these details, as soon as I try to send the production order to an external system, automatically what will happen? These details from these tables will be picked by the system and it will be placed under each field under a segment. Okay, how? We will see in the system. Okay, we will see in the system. So, in this idocs, you have header segment and child segments. Okay, header segments and child segments. Okay, I will show in the system directly so that you will understand. And shortly we will see that. So likewise, for each and every message type, there will be having an idoc structure predefined. Okay, and using that structure only, system does what it does. It captures the values from the standard tables and it will place in the respective fields in the idoc segments. Okay, all happens in the backend. So that is the beauty of the idocs. Okay, nothing need to be done. Just click on execute. All the details with respect to that planned order or production order or bill of material or material master or routing, everything will be picked and it will be placed in the respective segments, respective fields in that respective segments, and that is known as an idoc. Okay, right? And what is the transaction code to see an idoc? WE02 or WE05. Okay, very, very important transaction code. You will be using in and out this transaction code in your real time once you work on any interfaces. Okay, WE02 and WE05 is the transaction code. Okay, now what I will do, uh, we will see in the system the demo how it happens and all. But before that, you remember there is one more system we entered here. What is the purpose of entering this system here? And this is what we told. This is a master data or the library to store the master data. Let us assume. Okay. Now even this is connected to SAP, correct? Right? Like this. Likewise, right? And it is not in reverse, it is not connected to SAP because I am not going to give anything back to this system. I will just take the details of master data from this system. What are the master data I will take from this system? Let's say bill of material. Okay, and routing details, and also let's say production version details as well. Okay, so this master data I'm going to receive from this another master data system. Okay, now what is this called? Inbound, right? Because SAP is receiving something, no? So whatever SAP receives, either it can be from the third party system or it can be from the incoming system, it will be definitely inbound, right? So what is that happens here? The details will be sent from this master data system to the SAP system, and automatically in the back end, the bill of material will be created, the routings will be created, the production versions will be created. So you don't need to go to CS01, no need to go to CS01, no need to go to C223 and to create all the master data. If the requirement is to create the master data from a third party system, obviously you need to develop a few of the enhancements or few of the logics so that the bill of material, the routings, the PV will be created automatically. I will explain you probably if not today, tomorrow, that how we can able to make use of that and create the master data automatically in the backend. Okay, so that is known as the inbound, right? So all these concepts, comes under interfaces whenever you work on any RICEFW, right? RICEFW object, there you will be, and especially in the interfaces, so you will be doing all these things as a part of your RICEFW development. Okay, and moreover, very important thing is for an interface, mapping sheet is compulsory. Mapping document is compulsory. I will explain you what is the mapping document and all. Now let's go into the system and just we will see the structure of this live pro, live flow, all those things. Okay, so this is a system I'm using. Anyway, this is a idoc only, no? I'm just using the ECC system, okay, because all were set up here, right? So I'm just using the ECC system. So there is nothing difference in terms of the interfaces between S4 and ECC system for production planning. So that is the reason. Okay. Now we just start to discuss the structure, right? Structure of how the live pro looks like. So where to go to in order to look into that? I'm going to WE19. Okay, WE19 transaction code. And what is the message type? LOI, LOI, PRO, live pro production order. Execute. Live pro 03, for example, click on this. See, these are all the segments. Okay, any segment will be starting from the number E1. E1, it starts from the E1. Okay, if you click on this, you see here there are fields maintained in this segments. Okay, what are those fields? These are the fields which get populated automatically whenever you send a production order to the external system. See, order number, operation number, right? And what else? What else are maintained? Let us check. Okay. See, all are the details that will be picking earliest start date, earliest finish date, activity type, factory calendar, right? Next, what else? Item number, storage location, what is the material, what is the base quantity, if there is any planned order is there. So all these details will be maintained here in this idoc structure. Now you might get it. Okay, the details are good enough. How the details will be captured, right? So we will see that how the details will be captured and all we will see. Okay, same way with the plan order also. Not only plan order, any message type you take, it will have the segments and fields. Okay, it will have the segments and fields, and as a standard, SAP has already provided these segments and fields, so there is nothing to do in these cases. Just simply, if you're able to trigger a production order or a planned order, automatically the details will be captured here, right? And it will be shown in the form of idoc. Okay, okay. So what is the transaction code to view the idoc? Idoc list WE02, or you can also go with another transaction code that is WE05 also. You got it? W02 or WE05. There is one more transaction code WE09. What is WE09? It is also to see the IDOC only, but you can search with a selection criteria. Means I want to search with a plant. Okay, you got me. If I want to search an idoc with a plant, I mean for a plant for a given message type, I want to search the idocs from the last 1 year. How to do that? You cannot go to W02 and search each and individual idoc, right? So there should be some provision in the system. So if you enter that value, let's say I have entered the plant here. I have entered the field as works and I plant 17. Oh, sorry, our plant here in this 1000. Then what will happen? It will fetch only those idocs, right, which are maintained for the plant 1000 and for the particular message type. You will enter the message type where here. I will show you. We will see this also. Okay. Now, what is the next step we are trying to understand here? So let's simply go and create one production order. Okay. I will go and create one production order and we will try to trigger one idoc for this. Okay. So this is the material, this is the plant, and this is the order type. Okay. Click on enter. Order type quantity is 1500 and current date. Click on enter. Let me just put it into. Okay, this shouldn't be a problem. That's fine. Okay. Or else let me change this to future date 06 array 06 and end is 09. Okay, fine. Right now, if you see the operations, go to operations. There are two operations anyway. Okay. Now our focus is not to see the operation consistency and all, right. Our focus is to just understand how the idoc will be generated. So this is the two materials that has been created. Click on save. Okay, save. Order is created. Go to the change mode. Okay, just release the order and save this order. Okay, right. What is order number? This is the order number 60061600630. Fine, looks good. Now I want to send this order to an external system. Correct? And the relevant configurations that we need to set up as a part of connecting an external system to the SAP system, we will see once after we see how the order gets triggered. After that, we will see. Okay. So go to the transaction POIT. Okay, this is the standard transaction available in the SAP system. To send it to trigger the not only production orders, to trigger your planned orders, to trigger the routings, to trigger bill of material, all for all things. So not bill of materials, my bad. So planned orders and production orders routings. We have this transaction POIT. Okay. Here it asks for the optimization system. Okay. If you click on this, I will tell you how the configurations and all come here. But for now, enter the optimization system as MII. Okay. I will explain you what are all this. No need to worry. Enter the optimization system and scroll down. You want to send what? Production orders from the plant 1000 for which material? This material. Okay. These are the details. There is no provision, to enter the production order directly. That is one drawback. Okay, see, nothing. There is no field here to enter the production order directly. Okay, so production orders for plant and for the material. For this material only, we just created a production order. No? Click on execute. What it has been showing? Two idocs were generated according to the selection and filter. Okay, so click on this tick mark. So two idocs got generated. Where to see? Where to see the idocs? /o, go to /o, WE02, right? And today is 5th of May. What is the direction? This is outbound, no? So direction should be 1, correct? Outbound. And if you know the message type, logical message, I will enter live pro, correct? Production order. If you don't know the message type, completely fine. You are restricting through the date and the direction. I don't know the idoc number and current state, nothing I know, right? Other than this two. So I have entered this and click on execute. So today is 5th of May. Okay, right. So see this one, 5th of May. What is the latest date? 12/31/10. I'm a little bit confused now. Latest should be this one or this one. All are showing on 5th of May as per the system time. Okay. Let's check this one, the last one. 6130 is order number, no? Right? Correct? See this one, right? This one. See, all the details picked from the production order and it has been displayed under this idoc LivePro. Under the basic type is LivePro02, right? And the partner number is MII. Okay, and Offner, you see here AART, next B mains, B menge, next what are all the additional details, GIMH, all the details, right? So reservation number, and it is probably showing the order status and all. That's fine. Okay, if you scroll down, it will also show what the component details also, no? Means what are the components that we had sent in this order. TB24, okay, TB28. All these details are captured and placed in the idoc. Which idoc? This is the idoc number, and this is the details. Now, this details from this idoc will be sent to a which system? These details of idoc will be sent to a middleware system. What is the middleware system? In general, PiPo, we call it as a PiPo systems. Okay, what is PiPo systems? Process integration. It is a separate technical module. Okay, process integration slash process orchestration layer. Even in general, right? So you might be came across this term known as orchestration. What is meant by this? This is a middleware system. It's a layer between SAP and to any third party, MES, let us say. In middle, you have this PAPO. Okay, let me place this to the next here. Okay, in middle you have what? PAPO. What is this PAPO? What does this does? And this is your SAP system, SAP S4 system, and this is your third party. Let's say MES system. Correct? These are two connected with which one? Middleware system. What is it? PIPO. What does this do? Okay, we will see that. Okay, so click on this arrow mark, enter like this, select like this. Okay, and copy and place it here also. Right. Anyway, the inbound ones we will discuss, but let's discuss the order. And you are sending what? Production orders in the form of which item? Live Pro. Correct. This Live Pro has been sent to this PiPo system. In this PiPo system, it will receive the details of the idoc. Which idoc? This idoc, right? From the SAP system. And what it does? It will do the conversion there. What conversion it will do there? Because the client might tell, I cannot receive the idocs. There is no provision for me to receive the idoc. I need only the data in the form of XML. I need only the data in the form of a this one .txt format. I need only data in the form of file delimited format. Right? Different formats. Each system might have the different formats. So what PIPO does? It will receive the details of the idoc right? And it will convert from the idoc to, let's say, .txt or an XML, or okay, or a doc, or docx, or can be file delimited, like any format, right? So it will convert that. How it will convert? They have their provisions and all. In this PIPO system. They have their different infrastructure alone itself, right? So which can convert the production orders, sorry, the idoc into the respective one, and it will send that details in the form of either XML or slash .txt slash whichever the format the client asks, that format it will convert and it will be sent. And this MIA system will read the details of the production orders in their system, in their predefined format, right? And that is how this PIPO plays an important role in converting a file from one format to the other format. Also, not only conversion, there are also multiple functionalities available in the today's world in the PIPO system. Simple logics also it can handle. Simple validations also it can do. Okay, so that is how this. Yeah. No, 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 no. PIPO will have a separate consultant. Okay, they will have a separate team, and they will be having a separate consultant who will work on this conversions and all, and you will be contacting them in order to do any like a kind of mapping and all. So there is, I told, right. So for an interface, mapping document is must and should. Why? What is the reason for the mapping document? Basically, what will be there in the mapping document? Okay. Basically, what will be there? So in the mapping document, you will have the source fields, and the target fields. What are source fields? Target fields. Okay. See, whatever the details you are sending, all will become as a source field. Exactly, right? What are those source fields? You will say that simply, this is a segment and this is my field. This is a segment. In this segment, this is my field. Like how? E1 AF KYL, correct? Here you will write the segment and fields, which comes under the source fields. What is it? E1 AF KYL. Offner is my source field. Next, in the same segment, ART is my source field. After that, what else? Let me take this screenshot directly and put it there as a source field, correct? But we will not be taking screenshots in the real time, right? We will be entering manually. But for now, in the interest of time, we take this screenshot and paste here, saying that these are all the source fields, correct? What are the target fields? Target fields can be anything that we, as a consultant, we will specify. What is the target field? Let's say you are mapping the offner to the order. You are mapping the order type to the order type only. See, this can be your name also. Saurya 1, Saurya 2, Saurya 3, Saurya 4, whatever, right? So the target fields can be of any name. But the important thing we need to do is what? You need to map this 1:1, right? Means this order need to be mapped with offner. This order type need to be mapped with AERT. Where this mapping happens? That happens in the PIPO system. Okay. Without that mapping, they cannot read this idoc, and they cannot convert into the relevant relevant format they want. Okay. So that mapping is needed. And as a consultant, you are responsible to provide this mapping document. That is what I was saying just before. For an interface, mapping document is mandatory. Okay. Without mapping document, only with writing an FS, you cannot communicate with the PIPO consultant. I will just show you one such example of this mapping document, just giving for one guy, he was asking, there was a requirement and he wants such mapping document. So I'll just show you that. Okay, see, field mapping sheet, S4HANA source fields, PiPo middleware, target fields, and these are all the respective fields and the field descriptions that we are mapped to the target fields and target field descriptions. Okay, and this is not this is also an idoc. I don't. This is not an idoc basically. I was a little bit wait. I'll tell you what is this an idoc or not. Just a second. So what is this? Oh, one second. Are the all notification mail? Only 20th. Sorry, trigger an email of notification. Okay. Utility report.